Wow, we're live. That countdown's up there. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you here. And I'm Kimberly Adams Tufts, and this is Cynthia Trevino. And I want to say that if you were looking for how to craft content that your clients love, you're in the right place. So thanks for coming today. We are here and excited to be with you, and I'm excited to have this conversation. And I'll have to say to you that please, if you're joining us live, drop where you're coming in from in the comments box because we'd like to welcome you. And also, if you're, I also want to say that I'll be looking to the side because remember, LinkedIn and StreamYard don't play that well together. So I have to sometimes the comments won't show up in StreamYard. So I'm looking to the side. We've got another browser up here to be in LinkedIn. And so when we're live in LinkedIn, it should show. And so look excited about this, looking for, and here we are. I see we are live as of 20 seconds ago in LinkedIn. And so let me click on that so that we can see your comments. In LinkedIn, it should show. Hold on, I'm going to have to turn that down. Yes. So you see, when I clicked onto LinkedIn, it also had a sound. So here's someone, Adency. Oh, welcome, Adency, coming from Florida. I see Michelle coming in from Orange County in California. Cynthia.
Hi, Michelle.
I see a Cindy from New York. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is so cool. Welcome to everyone. This is very exciting. I just clicked to the side on Cindy's profile by mistake, so I lost that, but now I'm back. Oh, look at this. Oh, here's someone else who told us they'll be listening. This is so good to have you all with us. We're excited to have you here. And I think some of our comments are showing up. So check this out, folks. Welcome, Cindy. We love to see you. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Adency. So thank you for joining us this morning. This is so great. We're excited to see you. And I want to introduce myself formally to those of you who may not know me. I am Kimberly Adams Tufts, certified nurse practitioner by background and now certified as a life and career coach and the founder of KATwellness Koaching. I've had a lifelong interest in health and wellness, folks, my entire life. Now I'm channeling that interest into my work with academics, particularly women who want to be successful in their careers without sacrificing their health, their wealth, or their personal relationships. My vision is to help folks to be productive, not busy, to thrive, and to create the life, including the career that they want. And I am joined today, and I am so excited to have Cynthia Trevino with me. She is a marketing coach for women entrepreneurs who want to create marketing content that inspires their clients to say, guess what? Ooh, wow, I've got to hire you without the overwhelm, self-doubt, or frustration. Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia's calling in or joining us from California. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kimberly. This is so cool. I'm Cynthia Trevino, as Kimberly so kindly said, and I'm based in Carlsbad, California, halfway between Los Angeles and San Diego. And so glad you guys are here. We've got my friend Michelle's just north in Orange County. We have Cindy, we have New York and Adency in Florida. So we've got both the coasts covered. I gotta say, we are ready for this. And I have been doing marketing, consulting, and coaching for longer than I care to admit. I wrote a book called She Markets Mentor. It's up on Amazon. Thanks to all my friends like Michelle and a bunch of my friends, I got it to a #1 bestseller when I published it a few years ago. And, you know, I just love marketing. I love helping women get their voices out because the world needs all of the coaches the facilitators, the educators, from on the female side of the spectrum. I just got to say, that's what we need right now, right, Kimberly?
Oh, yes. And don't get me started, Cynthia. I had a session this morning with a male finance advisor, and I kind of gave him a little education about the difference between men and women's experience in the world. But I did acknowledge and say to him, yet we need both perspectives.
100%.
Yeah.
1000%. We just need to just level a playing field. So my goal is to make sure that women who are serving as coaches, as consultants. Hello, Yvonne. Oh, hi, Yvonne. How are you? We just want to level the playing field. So that's what we're about. So Kimberly, thank you for the intro. Thanks for bringing us all together.
Well, let's get started. So Cynthia, and folks, you know, in preparation for this live, we polled you guys, and and I always say, you guys, you know, I'm from New Jersey, and I don't look like that anymore, but I can't get rid of you guys, you know. So when I feel good, I say you guys. So we did poll, and we polled 4 groups. And in 2 of the groups, we asked, what is your number one content creating challenge? And in 2 of the groups, and we gave 3 choices. One was coming up with ideas, one was consistently posting, and the third was self-doubt. In 2 of the groups, the number one was coming up with ideas. And in the second group, the number one was, second 2 groups, it was posting regularly. So Cynthia, when you think about those 2 things, I remember you said to me in a conversation we had, creativity and consistency. Those are the 2 things, creativity and consistency. So I know you're going to help us with that today, because you said that to me earlier, and I really appreciate this. So getting started, let's ask you some questions. But I want to say to you guys, I'm going to ask Cynthia some questions, but please feel free to ask questions and comments. Tell us about your experience. Drop it into the comment section, and I'll be looking to the side, as I said, looking for your comments and your questions. So this is interactive. We want you to be a part of this. And so let's roll, folks. Let's roll. So Cynthia, why is marketing content so important? You know, I'm an academic and a health provider. I don't get this, Cynthia. Tell me more about that. And you know, it's cold here in Virginia, coastal Virginia. We don't like 40. That's real cold for us. And I know you're cold in southern California this morning, and we got to warm ourselves up. But my brain is like, why all this marketing? Tell us about it. Why is it important?
You know, that's my favorite question. So marketing content is important for women, especially coaches, experts, leadership coaches, all kinds, health and wellness coaches. And here's the thing, whatever service you provide, you want to make sure your voice is out there. There's a ton of content everywhere now. And your future clients are here with their phones, right? They're on Facebook, they're on LinkedIn, they're on Instagram, they're scrolling, right? Yeah. So you want your content to show up. Now, there's a ton of ways to find new clients. There's networking, there's referrals. Those are all wonderful. Okay. The cool thing about our digital world that is our world now is that your content lives on. You post a blog or you post a website page, you put a post on Instagram or LinkedIn, and it lives there and people can find it. So to answer your question, the short answer is it's important because it gets your voice out and it allows the people who can resonate with your message to really connect because of your content, and it's out there living. Think of your content as your 7x24 digital carrier pigeon.
Wow. Now, you know, you said that. So you said we want to get our voice out there. So I just want to probe and pick up on that just a little bit. You know, I know Adensi, she's in travel, and she's a great travel advisor, right? And Cynthia focuses on self-care. And they do really good at what they do, really good. And tell us, Michelle and Yvonne, what's your focus? Because I know they're really good. And so if I know they're really good, why do they need to be into marketing?
That's another really good question. And here's the thing. Traditional marketing will tell you that you should focus on a target market. So I'm going to dive into, we have some steps today. And our first step is to choose one dream client to focus on.
Okay.
And so when you choose, and this is a choice, because clearly you're all talented at what you do, whether it's travel advisor. I know Adinsi has I love seeing her posts on LinkedIn because they have these beautiful destinations. And I'm going, wait a minute, why am I sitting here in 38 degrees, which is unusual for California, but hey, so your voice is your message. And you want to be out there participating. You want to be visible. You want to show up. I always tell my clients and students, you want to show up. And so you can't be on lives, you can't be in networking events 7x24, but your content lives out there. And so when you choose one dream client, and then you talk to that one dream client in your content, you're going to stand out to them when they're scrolling on their phone, looking through their feeds, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why you have content, and that's why you choose one dream client.
And I heard someone say, who's in marketing also the other day on LinkedIn, talk to one person, people. You're talking to one person. And I thought, and this was a Daniel Katting, and he was playing some groovy music, and I was listening to the music, so I had to go back. And I said, what's he saying? He said, you're talking to one person. Tell them what you do, how you can help them, and how good you are at it. And so is that what you're saying to us also?
Exactly. You're sharing snippets of your expertise. You're sharing snippets of generic case studies of other clients you've helped. You're giving them tips and lessons.
Okay.
You're sharing baby steps with them. But the difference is, if you think about a large, giant beach ball, okay, that's everybody who has the problems you solve. Let's say just for a moment, you're a health coach in Los Angeles. Just for a moment. Okay. So, and you help women between 40 and 55 in Los Angeles that are working women. That's a lot of women. And then you say, okay, my niche market is going to be those who are overweight, overwhelmed, and overworked. Well, I got to tell you, in Los Angeles or any city in the US or on the planet, that's still a boatload of women, right?
Yes, yes.
And so what you want to do in your content is go to the diamond in the center, your dream client. So it's not, you don't want to talk in your content, because then your content starts out like this. I'm making this up. People who struggle with their weight often find boring.
Oh, wow.
You want to zero in, and you want to talk directly to them. So let's say your dream client she's tried every cleanse, she's tried every workout group system, she's tried every intermittent fasting, you name it, right?
Yeah.
And she is at her wit's end. And she knows she needs a guide, a coach, a wellness coach. So you want to talk to her, and you want to say the things that your dream clients share with you when you're doing discovery sessions with them, when you're doing onboarding sessions, when you're helping them. And maybe she says, I just want to look great for my daughter's wedding. Or maybe she says, I just want to be able to keep up with my grandkids on the weekends when we're out at the park.
I got it.
Once you know your dream client,
yeah,
your content stands out to her, or to them, or to him, whoever your dream client is.
And a lot of other people are having have those same desires. I've learned. I used to tell that to my students. So you shared the number one step with us, and I'm looking here. Let's see what Michelle said. Oh, she said, show up to go up. It takes commitment. So the first step, is find that dream client. And then Michelle is saying, show up to go up. And that's really important. So next, you said one step. So the next step, and I see someone here. Hold 1 second. I want to acknowledge someone. Cynthia, it looks like someone signed back in, but their name is not showing. So who is this calling in, or
someone else from San Diego? Yes.
Yeah, from San Diego, because And maybe Yvonne, she was having some trouble, but let's see who it is. So just let us know your name, LinkedIn user from San Diego. We appreciate that. So you gave us one step. Find the dream, talk to the dream client, your ideal client. And I know for me, I often call my ideal client Sarah. So,
100%. Give her a name or him a
okay,
name, just a
okay,
generic name. And so the second step is to identify their urgent problems. And that goes back to, then you say on your post, it's
yeah,
Saturday morning, you have a whole day scheduled out with your 4 grandchildren. You want to have the energy to keep up with them all day Saturday because that's your day.
yes.
That's how focus. So step 2 is to identify their burning problems.
Mhm.
Why have they decided they can't do this on their own, whether it's they need a leadership coach, an academic coach to advance in their career. They need a travel advisor because their husband thinks that he's going to, create the best trip and he hasn't thought of everything because he's not a travel advisor, right? He has
Yeah,
some other thing that is his
yes,
zone of genius.
yes.
So Adensi is a travel advisor, so that's her zone of genius. So that's why you want to know your dream client's most urgent problems. You speak directly to them. So that's step 2, their urgent problems.
Oh, great, Yvonne. Yvonne just let us know that she's in Central Florida.
Oh, good.
You
Oh,
can hear
hi,
us now.
Yvonne.
So we've got 2 folks from Florida this morning. So thank you, Yvonne, for letting us know that. I'm glad you can hear us. So technology is on our side this morning. Well, we have 2 steps. So the first step is identify that ideal client, right? The second one is to identify their burning desire or struggle or challenge. And what's number 3's?
Number
What's the
three
first step?
is number 3 is fun. It's brainstorm. Do a
Oh,
brain dump. Think of all the topics, and you're doing this all the time. Everybody has a notes app on their phone, right? If
yeah.
you're standing in line at Target and you think of a great idea, put it in your phone, because if you're like me, it's a great idea. And then, oh my gosh, what was that idea? So brainstorm all the ways. And that's why you keep a document that's a story, it's a description, whatever you want of your dream client. And you go back and look at that to get ideas. Oh, somebody said on a discovery session the other day that, they went to their doctor and their doctor said they have high blood pressure. So
Okay.
now anyway, you shared that with me, Kimberly. That's one of the things. But every time you learn a snippet about your dream client, you
Yeah.
open up your Google Doc or your Word doc or whatever, and you just type it in. And then it's right there. You don't have to worry about it later.
Oh,
So step 3 is to brainstorm by looking back at everything you've documented about your dream client and her burning problems.
wow. Thank you for that. So I'm excited. What is step 4 then?
Step
Because I
4
know
is,
you said 5 steps, did
I
you?
said 5 steps.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so step 4 is to batch create, the B word, batch.
Match.
That means you've got to put your commitment on your calendar. You've got to come up with your content, whatever your content's going to be. Maybe you're going to do blogs, maybe you're going to do a podcast series. And
Mhm.
so when you batch create, you do some outlines. You have the ideas, and so you batch create. You just do an outline. Here's an outline for helping with gut health. Here's an outline for a piece of content that's going to talk about getting in shape,
Mhm.
so you can wear your favorite dress at your daughter's wedding, and so you just keep these outlines, and whenever you batch create, you brainstorm, you come up with an idea and you plug it in to one of your outlines, and then you have to sit down and you have to create your content.
It-
And so batching is really good. Maybe Monday is your creation day because maybe Friday is your brainstorming day. You break it up however it's going to work for you.
Okay.
Identifying your ideal client, documenting their top urgent problems,
Yes.
and then brainstorming your content topics. And then number 4 is batch creating. So,
Okay.
and you can take the steps, put them in whatever order works for you. You have a great idea. You want to sit down and do it. It's just one pitfall that I've seen. And that for me, as you look down and you go, oh my gosh, I haven't been on Instagram or I haven't been on LinkedIn for a week, and then you scramble. You don't want to scramble. No scrambling.
Proactivity.
So you want to follow the steps and
Yeah.
you keep your documents or your treasure trove, right, Kimberly? You just
Yeah.
open the document. Here's my brainstorms. So don't brainstorm on a napkin or if you're going to brainstorm on paper, keep a composition book that's just brainstorm, right?
Yeah.
Because when you realize, which happens to all of us,
Yes.
put a yes in comments if you've ever realized, oh my gosh, I haven't posted in a week or 2 weeks. I need to post.
Well, and I'm looking that Yvonne said that these steps are great so far. She wishes, you said make sure you record your brain dump. She said she wishes there was a way to record in the shower because that's where she gets her best ideas. But I was thinking about this as I saw that. What if you had a speaker, those shower speakers, and when you got the idea, you speak up, you say it out loud, and it's recorded to one of your devices. Could happen, Yvonne. Could happen. Maybe you and I should collaborate on such a product.
Or you can keep your phone on your bathroom counter, and then as soon as you dry off, you can record it. Or
you could, but I like the idea, of
all the technology.
Yes. Let's
our brains to the recording.
Yes, to the cloud. I love it. Ditsy said yes. You said drop the yes into the comments, and I want to drop a comment. I'm going to say yes also. Okay.
So the way you can overcome this, oh my gosh, I haven't posted for 2 weeks. What am I going to say? And then you scramble, and scrambling is not good. That's why you have all these documents, your dream client document. And then you have a list of their problems, their urgent problems. And then you have your content ideas that occurred to you when you were, waiting in line to get gas for your car or waiting in line for the train, whatever it happens to be. And that brings us to step number 5. Shall I jump there?
Well, I see some comments. So let's. So Cindy says, take action and not being a professional note taker is my problem. So you talked about, taking a lot of notes, right? Okay. So does this kind of go with your step 5,
It does. Because so step 5, it was, and my friend Michelle Beauchamp in Orange County, California, she's a phenomenal leadership coach and facilitator and team builder. She's amazing. I've known her for years and years, but she said it, be bold and show up. You show up for yourself. Okay. And the first way you do that is you put it on your calendar. All right. You put content creation, or brainstorming, or batch creating, whatever you want to call it. You treat yourself like you would treat your client.
Others. You
prioritize your commitments, creating content. You're in business. You need your online presence. You need your website to be robust. You want them to find you. Because here's the thing. If you get a referral, what's the first thing that somebody is going to do if they say, oh, you have got to call Yvonne Jones. She's an amazing coach. What's the first thing they're going to do, Kimberly?
Look.
They're going to open their phone, and they're going to Google Yvonne A. Jones, right?
Yes.
So that's why you want current content. You want your website up to date because your name's going to pop up. Your name is going to pop up. And you want the right, accurate, current content, right, Kimberly?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm just looking to the side because I'm looking at the comments and I wasn't able to pick that one up. But I'll get back to it. Let's see. So Michelle says, thanks. And you know what? But I still want to dig a little deeper into Cindy's comment. Taking action. That's what you're talking about when you say show up for yourself. Taking action. Right?
Putting it on your calendar, Cindy, and I'm talking to myself, and break it into clumps, break it into chunks. chunk up the same way you would do any big project, creating content, publishing it online, showing up, interacting with potential clients on LinkedIn or Instagram or Facebook. You pick it. Those are all separate little pieces. And so creating the content is it sounds big, but it's chunk it into choosing my client, keeping her story, my document. Nobody sees it. It's your personal treasure trove. It's your personal asset.
Okay.
You keep it up to date. You peek at it. You brainstorm on one day. So chunk it up, Cindy, on your calendar. Make your own schedule of, this is the day I'm going to brainstorm. This is the day I'm going to do outlines. Maybe, and I agree with you. Adensi's saying, by the time I write out my copy, find the image, create everything, my brain is fried. I am right there with you. And here's the problem. This is what I finally taught myself, Adensi, and everybody. Do not do everything in one sitting. Don't come up with a topic, come up with a headline, write the content, get the image. No. You want to chunk this up. So you have, I look for images when I'm watching Netflix because it's like sort of mindless, right? So no, you can't race out and do it all. I agree with you, Adensi. You are done. Your brain is fried. So that's why you chunk it up and you have drafts ready. So if you ever realize, oh my gosh, it's been 2 weeks, I need to be present on Instagram or whichever, pick your platform, or LinkedIn, you go in, you find something that's in a draft form, you go, then you go over to your library you have a folder. I have a folder on my Mac with all the images, and I narrow it down. I've got 4 or 5, because it can take hours to find the right image. I'm not creative. Maybe Adensi said sometimes she creates her own image. I'm not that creative. I'm a words person. So did that help, Kimberly, in going out?
I think so. And so I think Yvonne is kind of summarizing it up for us. But before I highlight her comment, so say those 5 steps again, please.
Sure. So step 1, choose. This is a choice. Choose your ideal client. Remember, it's target. It's target market, niche market, ideal client. Step 2, list out the problems. They're urgent problems. And importantly, these are the problems they will pay you to solve. They're not. Step 3 is to batch create. You're going to, step 3 is to brainstorm. You're going to have a document. You're going to have notes on your phone where you put ideas from when you're standing in line. And then step 4 is where you batch create.
Okay.
And step 5 is you show up. You show up. You publish your content, and you're chunking these tasks down. They're on your calendar, and you don't put on your calendar for Monday morning, create and publish a blog post, or create and record a outline, record a podcast. Oh my gosh, who wants to wake up on Monday and be faced with that, right, Kimberly?
Yes,
that's a big project.
I agree.
So we're going to check.
I agree. So, wow, this has been great. Thank you, Cynthia, for your expertise and your knowledge and your years of experience with this and sharing that with us. Thanks to everyone who's joined us, because without you, this would not be that live event that we are attempting to share. I'm going to go over here and look for our emails, because if you want to be in touch with us, that'll be something great to be able to have you do. So let's see, I need to go back to comments first. There we are. And so I'm going to go over here. So if you want to get in contact with me on how we can achieve that work-life wellness and balance and integration, as though all those are the buzzwords now, you all, please email me at KATwellness2@gmail.com. You could also hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm pretty active there, and I look forward to hearing from you. And if you'd like to contact Cynthia, here is her email: Cynthia at shemarketsmentor.com. So we are so excited to have had you all with us today. We
Thank
look
you.
forward. You're so welcome. You have a few words you want to end with, Cynthia?
You know, I agree with Yvonne. You want to prioritize yourself, and just remember, you want to create more abundance for your clients and for yourself. And your content is going to help you. It's going to support all of your other efforts, your networking and working your referral network. So content is amazing, and it's your voice to your client. So please don't forget about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you,
is
everybody.
fabulous. And I do want to say, folks, I know everyone cannot be here live. If you're watching the replay, please still post your questions, your comments. Over the next few days, Cynthia and I will be looking for those. Okay, we will definitely be looking for those. So in that vein, just do that and we will get back to you. That's a promise. And with that, I'm going to end our broadcast, say goodbye. See you soon, everyone in cyberspace. This is so cool. And you know what? I'm going to take some of those very tips and apply them this now, Cynthia, and I'm sure some of our other folks will too. So thank you for sharing and being so generous with us.
You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you, Yvonne, Cindy, Adensi, Michelle. I think I got everybody. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Yes. Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.